Well, here we are, week 8, May 8th, 2020. Are you going crazy? Are you going stir crazy like me? You need something to do. You need to visit people. Take some time this weekend and visit your friends. Stay safe, stay far enough away, but visit. I can't do anything with my hair. We got to get these shops open soon. It's crazy. I don't know what to do with it. And my nails are in dire need of attention as well. My toenails are so long I can use them as spikes to climb power poles. Anyway, thought I'd throw a little in for fun. Back to business. So I attended the Regional District Board meeting via Zoom on April 30th and May 1st, and then hosted the Kootenay Regional Hospital Board meeting via Zoom from my basement, which was kind of cool. We had 21 directors on the line on Zoom and 9 staff members. We discussed the hospital budget and we discussed projects. And the projects can be found on the Kootenay East Regional Hospital District's website. There's quite a few, actually. There's about a $2.5 million in projects supposed to go forward this year, plus about 2.5 of the projects that were supposed to go last year, and the funding hasn't been used, so that's in the budget as well. So we'll have some of our facilities updated, and I don't have the list in front of me, but they're prepared to go forward. So I guess the major one is the redesign of the pharmacy and the lab in Cranbrook at the Cranbrook Regional Hospital. That's a must. It has to be completed by May 2021, the pharmacy. And the rest of the projects are the oncology, the dialysis, and the lab. What they're going to do with that, I'm not sure. I hope that they decide to build another tower next to the new ICU unit, or build on top of the ICU unit, which the structure was built for, building on top. So hopefully we'll go forward with that and the design for that in this year, and get the rest of the projects done as well. So Monday was my first day into the district office in about 3 weeks, and it was kind of nice to be in there. I didn't stay very long, and I kept my distance away from staff members, but it was nice to have discussions face to face. And again today I was went into the council chambers and sat with some of the senior managers and just did a bit of a round table on what was going on and what we're looking forward to for next week. So this is going to be short because there's not a lot going on. On Monday, council will have a regular council meeting, but it'll be by Zoom again, or via Zoom. And the senior management team right now are putting together a package for reopening, and that discussion will take place at Committee of the Whole with council on Monday night to see how we're going to open up all our facilities, when and how, and what regulations we have to go by. And the municipal insurance is telling us one regulation, and the province is telling us another. So we've got to make sure that that's clear before we ever do anything. But be rest assured that nothing will officially open until after the 19th. We'll wait until the government starts opening their doors more. I know the Sparrows opened their parks, but we'll discuss that Monday night and see where we're going to go with that. For now, we'll just leave it the way it is. So I wanted to talk about recycle and the recycle station at this transfer station. I'm hooked. I really am. It's kind of crazy, but there's a paper come out, and it's a new flyer, and it's what you can recycle at the transfer station. And when you recycle at the transfer station, you're actually saving tax dollars, because the stuff that we recycle at the transfer station, Recycle BC is taking it. They look after it, they sell it, they pay us back for what they sell the stuff for. Compared to the yellow bins, which are across the river, as you know, when we use those, it comes out of our tax dollars that we have to pay to get that stuff hauled away, get it sorted, get it stored. The people who do that store it, and then if they can't sell it, eventually it goes to the dump, which is crazy. So we're paying double. We're getting double dip. We have to pay at the transfer station when they take it to the dump. So that's more money again. So I talked to the manager of the solid waste this week, and actually this morning. And so in 3 weeks, we've taken away 3 tons of recycles from the recycle bins at the transfer station, which equates to about $400, somewhere in there. Not a lot of money, you think, but it's $400 in your pocket coming back. That'll decrease your taxes next year. Not only that, but the 3 tons that we've taken away from the yellow bins across the river would have cost us another $1,000 to get them hauled to Cranbrook, to get them sorted, to get them stored, and then maybe get some back, maybe not. So you got to try it because it's kind of cool. I'm really hooked. This flyer that I showed you, there's 76 new items that you can recycle at the transfer station. You know the little coffee things that you put in to make 1 cup of coffee? If you cut those open and get rid of the coffee, you can recycle that container. Crazy, but you can. Cans, styrofoam that you get your TVs in or your whatever you buy, that styrofoam can now be recycled. And it's money back for us. So think about it. There's flyers. There should be flyers out at the transfer station. If there isn't, we'll make sure there's some out there. If you let us know that there isn't any, we'll get some out there. We have some at the office. Just got a phone, 865-4000, and we'll make sure you get a flyer. We'll have to hand it to you out through the door or whatever. Hopefully, with our reopening plan, you won't have to be handed to the door. Hopefully, we'll have a one-way traffic through the door. We're not sure yet, but that'll come on Monday's discussions, and then we'll see where we go from there on the 19th. I want to remind you that the province has announced its reopening and has relaxed some restrictions. It's still important to practice physical distancing and respect others in their place. And I had an incident today where somebody told me already today that they're at the store and this person wouldn't back away, and so they finally backed up, and that person was insulted, but insulted or not. And, you know, safe distances, if you want to practice, good for you. I applaud you for that. I was told by a friend today that the Alberta government is now opening their campgrounds this weekend for Alberta residents only. Funny. I guess that's maybe in rebuttal to our regional district trying to ask the BC government to close the border for Alberta. So, you know, what goes around comes around, I guess. Or comes around goes around, however you want to say it. So, yeah. So, anyway, good for them. I hope that they enjoy their campgrounds. I think there's going to be limited numbers that they can have in there. I guess the other good news is IAH hired a full-time emergency nurse, and she'll be starting in early August, somewhere in there, coming from the coast, so from the island, I believe. So we hope to welcome her sooner than later. And once the COVID issue dies down a little bit, maybe we'll hopefully get our emergency department back up and running again. The nursing staff that would be working in Elkford would be working down at the COVID center right now. As I told you last time, they have a center down there to deal with COVID patients. Fortunately, we haven't had any that I know of down there. And so maybe we'll get our nurse and our emergency up and running sooner than later. So I don't have a lot more for you today. Tips? Well, I have an old Chinese proverb, and I think it's a Chinese proverb. I don't know where it came from, but it goes like this. So life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer to the end it gets, the faster it goes. So enjoy your life. You only have one. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. And happy Mother's Day, mothers, to all of you. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your families. Thanks. Bye.